His team is number 2 in the AFC right now, but he was also 59th at the American Century Championship, where I saw him last, where I finished tied for 88th. Just to be full disclosure, Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the New England Patriots.
Yes, sir.
You're on the show. Good to see you, Coach. How are you?
What's up, Coach?
Hi, Rich. We are there to smile, tell jokes, and sign autographs. That's our job, and to take pictures. Remember that.
You know what? I appreciate you giving me that coaching point, because I was beginning to get down on myself. You know what I mean? But that's all you're there for, right? That's it.
We'll leave it up to the 5 guys that can actually win that tournament to go compete for it. The rest of us will just try to have a good time.
No doubt about it. Because, again, I played with one of the guys I played with in the first round of the American Century Championship, Coach, was Matt Ryan. And I topped my first drive. Screw it. I'll just come straight through the front door with you, because it's the first time I'd ever done this, and the fans are all there. And I'm walking up the fairway with him, and Matt says to me, "Do you feel your hands again yet?" And I'm like, "No." And he said he said it took him 2.5 holes the first time he played to feel his hands again. And he's a one handicap who played in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean?
I hit one guy twice. I hit the same guy twice in one round. I mean, I ran out of stuff to give him. I was like giving him autographs and hats and money, and he's got like a knot on his head. I'm like,
oh man! But anyway, it's good to see you again. Listen, I know it's your business to hang banners, and you play in a building where there's some banners you look at all the time that you helped hang, and there's no place to hang a banner when you're 5-2. But that said, how do you feel about your start here through the first 7 games?
Well, I feel like we've gotten off to a good start. I think we've improved. I think we're embracing coming to work and preparing, and with that, you can have a good time and still work, and trying to build a program that's got some consistency to it. I think that's the biggest thing we're trying to do.
And in terms of how does one coach consistency? How do you get it? How do you do that? What do you do?
Well, it starts with me. It starts with me and the things that I do, and I coach. And after positive plays or plays that aren't very favorable, that we're still coaching things that go on. You coach the action, not the result. And sometimes, because we didn't fumble or we didn't give up a big play, doesn't mean that we shouldn't have, based on our technique on that particular play. So I think that we have to continue to do that. So it starts with me and then everybody else, and how we approach each day in our schedule.
Were you that way when you started coaching? Or did you have to learn?
I mean, I tried to be.
Yeah.
I mean, I've tried to be, and sometimes that strays. As far as, again, I think I've learned to try to have non-negotiables, and then mistakes we have to coach. Non-negotiables are things that we can't have as far as our effort and the type of teammate that we are and our identity. We're going to make plenty of mistakes, and we'll coach the mistakes and make sure that we're teaching them.
Yeah.
But then again, I think having non-negotiables help you navigate.
Well, I mean, in terms of, obviously you can emulate what you experienced. Do you still draw on your experience as a player, as a coach, to say, this is what I liked when I played, or those days are gone and you're now, it's totally different now for you?
No, I mean, I do try to put myself in the shoes of a player as far as the schedule and when we come in and treatment and weightlifting and the time that they have to, get ready before practice and in the meeting time and the walkthrough, how we're teaching them, how they're going to learn, and what we're asking them to do, and the techniques that are, if it's realistic for them to be able to do their job, and the answers that we're giving them to be able to do it.
Mike Vrabel here on the Rich Eisen Show, head coach of the New England Patriots at 5-2, top place in the AFC East and number 2 in the conference overall. So let's talk about your quarterback. Obviously, we're in a quarterback-driven league, and he looks really special, Mike. I mean, and I'm just wondering how you coach somebody like Drake Maye. How do you coach him?
I mean, again, I'm not a quarterback coach and probably won't ever be one, but I think just in his ability to lead the group, lead the team, what's required of him, what's required of the head coach, his energy, the way that he talks to the players, the way that he communicates with the coaching staff. Those are all things that I'm trying to help, and I think I can help. And he's done a great job with that and improving it and sharing our message and making sure that guys, when he says things, that he says it in a manner that gets their attention.
Would you mind sharing with us what your first meeting with him was about? When you're the new head coach of the New England Patriots and you sit down with Drake Maye, what you told him?
I didn't tell him anything. We had a conversation. This is trying to build relationships and connections, and that was what I tried to do early on, and it will still continue to do. But I've never just met with somebody for the first time and told them anything. I asked him about his family, asked him about his experiences, and just like I would most of our other players.
But no, like messages about you're the quarterback and I'm going to need you to do X, Y, and Z. None of that stuff.
Well, I think the best thing is to, for me, is to evaluate and then make a decision, on where I need to, interject, myself and the things that, first of all, you need to figure out what it looks like, and then you have to go and, make suggestions and figure out where you go from there. And that's what we did in the off season with a lot of our guys and, getting to know them. And we do think that, connection and relationships are important in this business.
Any part of his development surprise you that he's getting it so fast?
Man, it's just really accurate on the move. It's been really fun to see him, extend and be able to remain accurate. But I think Josh and Ashton have done a great job of showing him things and how he can improve, and his ability to lead our offense and to put the ball into good places and being able to take care of it.
And, Kurt Warner was on this program yesterday, Mike, said Drake Maye is the best deep thrower in the National Football League today. He called the deep throws that he's making right now handoffs. Would you agree with that?
Well, I mean, I'm not going to say that we're the best at anything yet because we're not. But we've hit some balls down the field. He's put them in good spots. Guys have done a nice job of going and taking care of the football and getting it in traffic, whether that's down the field or contested catches.
Mike Vrabel here on the Rich Eisen Show. I'll ask you the $1 million question here. I'm kind of going to guess your answer, but screw it. I'll just ask it anyway. Anything that reminds you of Brady in his early days from Drake Maye?
No, I mean, he doesn't drive a yellow Jeep to work, so I would say that's one thing that's different.
I guess from his gameplay, from his command, from everything that you're seeing that this kid light up right now. Anything, you were there front row seat for the ascension of Tom, Mike.
I know.
I know you don't want to put it on him. I get it, but
no, I don't think it is even accurate. So a lot of years ago, and I do love Drake's youthful energy. 23 years old. I'm like, my God, I got kids that are 23 years old. So that's been fun. That's been fun to have that energy around here.
So I guess none of your kids have ever handed you a game ball like he did the other day?
Well, we won the 5th grade Dyson League baseball championship. I was the head coach once off season. I was the grounds crew and the head coach, and I did get the game ball after that, the baseball. So we won the 5th grade Dyson championship.
All right, so there is some
St. Michael's.
There is some precedence. There's a little bit of precedence here. Okay,
I appreciated that. That was cool to see him do that, and again, I appreciated it. And again, this will always be about the players. That.
Yep.
They're the ones that go out there and play this game and make the plays, and we're an extension of them, and we're excited for them when they do well.
Is there any moment that you've had in the first few months, Mike, where you're like, you can't believe you're taking the same drive to this stadium as the head coach of the New England Patriots? Have you had any of those moments at all?
Probably on game day. I would say the home games is probably when it flashes back a little bit of leaving the same home hotel, coming down the same route that I did as a player. I think that's probably when I think feel it the most or recognize it the most.
And what do you feel? Like what goes through your mind, your gut?
Thank God I don't have to play today.
Okay. All right. It just is pretty. Listen, I've got a Patriot fan here I married into a family of Patriot fans. They are just over the moon that you're the guy, and that you're the guy. You got your red jacket. You're the guy. And obviously there's lots going on, and you're just getting started. But you represent a lot. You represent, bridging worlds, past, present, and future. And
yeah, I mean, again, I'm excited because the fans are excited and they are understanding and get to know our players, and they're supporting our players and they're supporting our team. And we have to give them something to cheer about and continue to play well and play with our identity so that they can rally around us, coming back home now here for a couple weeks.
Okay. So moving forward, what do you want to see? What should we look for you, for everybody to realize that these Patriots are for real? You're for real. You're 5-2.
Oh, we don't.
What do we look for?
I mean, we're not trying to be for real. We're just trying to be consistent. We're trying to do the things that we think help us win, and do it over and over, and continue to practice it in our meetings and our walkthroughs and on the field, and continue to allow it to transfer into the games. That's the most important thing. And so, we're not looking for anybody to look for anything other than, man, these guys are going to have a certain style, and they're going to have an identity, and they're going to try to be good enough to take advantage of bad football.
Mike Vrabel here on the Rich Eisen Show. Before I go, I'm going to go here with you too. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is beginning to consider who should get in and who should not. I
don't think I'm going to get in, Rich.
No,
I don't think
I know.
I'm going to make it.
I'm going to go in the other direction. I'm going to go Robert Kraft, Mike. I'm going to go Robert Kraft here. And I'm just, again, wondering, you want to pound the table a little bit here? You played for him.
Well, when you start to really look at when you look at the history of this organization, and having known people when I played here, that went to the stadium for $10 and wore, and carried in 30 packs of beer. And it just, the whole thing has changed since the time that, Robert bought the team and made it just such an important part of this community, made us relevant with the Celtics and the Red Sox. And, obviously that's from great players and great coaching. But again, somebody had to get it started, and he's done that, and he's continued to give us and support us everything that we need. We're getting a new practice facility next door here. That's going to be an amazing building to be in. And I would say that everything that we've asked for since I've been here, we've been able to get to help the football team.
And the Brady statue that's out there as well, is that the moment after he threw you the touchdown pass in either of the Super Bowls? Is that moment right there?
I don't know.
No? Was that moment frozen in time?
I don't know. I don't know which picture they used. I'm sure somebody here could tell you which picture they used from it, but I don't know what it was.
All right, man. First Super Bowl in NFL Network history we covered. You had a sack, forced fumble of Delhomme, and a touchdown catch in it. I remember that as the day is yesterday, Coach. I remember that. So I appreciate, you taking some time here, as always, being on this program. I don't take it for granted. Thanks for the time, man.
Thank you so much, Rich. I appreciate your support.
I appreciate you saying that. That's Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the New England Patriots, right here on the Rich Eisen Show. I want to get him back out on time because, by the way, I respect that of all New England head coaches. Back in the day, when I hosted the kickoff dinner, Belichick came up to me. First thing he said to me, only thing he said to me, get us out of here on time.
Really?
Oh, yes.
Get us out of here on time.
Get us out of here on time. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app, 12 to 3 Eastern.